Hey everybody, welcome back to Brudders Art Club. I'm Mr. Derek, the illustrator for Brudders Books, and today I'm so happy since we're in the Christmas spirit, we get to draw a gingerbread house with a really cool little gingerbread character. Hey everyone, here's a quick sneak peek of what we're going to work on today, and we have an awesome gingerbread scene for you, so get your pencils ready, get something to color with if you have crayons, markers, or if you just want to just draw this today with your pencil, that's totally fine too. So we are going to start off with pencils first, sketch out a really cool scene, and then we have some fun coloring it together. So looking forward to this one, and get your materials ready and we'll get started. All right, so I am going to do this in pencil first. It's kind of how I usually like to do my art. I'm going to have kind of a loose sketch of our gingerbread house, and then I'll color it with some markers, and then I'll finish it off with maybe a black marker for the outline work. Or if I like it just the way it is, then I might just keep it that way. But that's the process that we're going to do today. So grab a pencil if you have one, and let's get started. All right, so this is a lot of fun. So just like a gingerbread house, if you made one at home, we'll get to draw one, make it very customized. And I'm going to start with the ground where our house is going to be sitting on. So this is going to be a snowy kind of area. So I'm going to just start from left to right and just do some nice wavy lines like that. Snow is not really straight, so we can keep it kind of curvy and have some fun with it. So next is we're going to start on the house. So somewhere in the middle of your page, I'm going to start on the left side here for the first wall. And these are all going to be kind of squiggly lines. This is almost representing snow or the icing that's holding the walls together. So I'm going to start about right here, and I'm going to head down towards the snow and stop right above that. So again, we're just doing these fun little wavy lines. And then I'm going to come over here, depending how big I want my house. I want to put a door in and a window. So I want to leave enough room for that. So I'm going to come over here and do the same thing. And these don't need to match. This is the fun part about your gingerbread house. It could be totally different shapes, and that's what makes it more fun. So next I want to attach the roof. So I'm going to start over here. And this is going to be a round bottom roof that comes around about right here. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then I am going to draw a point. So I know where my pencil's going. I'm going to go kind of right in the middle at the very almost top of my page. Just draw a little dot. That way I know where I'm going to guide my pencil next. So from this point that we started, again, I'm just going to do some curvy lines and try to get right up to that area. And when I get to the dot, I'm just going to start curving around and make my way back down to the other side. All right, so we have the shape of a roof and the bottom part of the house. So now we want to add in more details to that. So on the inside of our roof, I want this really to look like a thick icing. That's really what I'm going for. So I'm going to come in a little bit on the inside from the top of my roof. And we're going to just continue that same wiggly line shape here. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then I'm just going to come right around and meet the two lines together. And then we're going to do the same thing on the inside of our square here. So I know we did a triangle to match the triangle roof. So now we're going to do a similar box shape on the inside. So I'm going to come right below this line here and go ahead and just go all the way around to the side. We're going to come down. I'm just going to go right into the snow. And then the same thing on this side. There we go. And you can always curve these off, if you don't like these corners. I like everything to look a little round, so I might just round these off right here. All right, so next is I want to put in some windows. So I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to do just a nice circle window. You can also do a square window. You don't have to do a circle one here if that's a little bit challenging for you. And then I also want to add in a square window here on my right side. Now, I'm going to do a door on my left, but again, this is up to you. You could put a door in the middle, you could add two windows on each side, or just a door. It's really up to you. We're going to put a window here, so I'm going to do a nice square shape, and I'm actually going to add those same squiggly lines kind of going around my square window, just to kind of match some of that same icing kind of around my house. And then I'm just going to draw 4 window panes. And there really are just 4 separate boxes all next to one another. And then if you did the window in a circle shape, I'm just going to do little pizza-like shapes here. So we're going to do a pizza shape here. And then I'm gonna leave a little gap, do one here. It almost looks like if you're drawing like the inside of an orange too. So they're all different shapes. It doesn't need to be exact. I think the more different shapes, I think it looks pretty cool. All right, and then last, we're gonna put in the door to finish off our house. And I'm gonna do a round door. You guys can do a square door. It's really up to you. Have some fun with it. I'm gonna start right above my snow ground here. I'm gonna come up, around, and back down again. And then to get in the door, we gotta put a doorknob in. So I'm just gonna do a big circle for a doorknob. Very easy. All right, we have done so much so far and I love it. Now we gotta put in a gingerbread guy kind of hanging around on the side. So I am gonna start somewhere about halfway. This is up to you how big your gingerbread man wants to be. I'm gonna start with his head. So his head's just almost a circle shape coming around. So I'm gonna do a nice big circle shape like here. I wanna leave a little bit of room to raise for his neck. And then you have one arm curving out this way, going kind of behind the house, almost like he's maybe holding on to the house as he's kind of squeaking by and saying hello. And then to actually sell the part that he's saying hello, we're gonna curve his other arm out here and then curve around and back about right there. Gingerbread characters are always pretty round as we bake them. So the more round shapes you can add, the better. So here we have a little bit of his belly. And then I want to have his 1 foot slash leg kind of coming out about right here and going right behind the house again. So just keep it simple. Okay, and then I want to add in 2 little eyes for his facial expression. And then I'm going to do just a simple smile. I might try to make this into a white color later, almost like it's frosting. But you guys can add any any facial features that you like. And since it's Christmas, I want to give him a little Christmas hat. So on the top of his head, again, we did all this practice for squiggly lines. We're going to do the same thing here. It's almost like that white fluffy part of a Christmas hat going right around the top of his head. And then I'm going to just go ahead and draw the rest of his hat kind of curling down to a point on both sides. And then a little curly, squishy white part at the end. I don't know exactly what that's called, but I always see them on Santa hats and they're really cute. All right, and then the last thing that I want to do for shape-wise is some candy canes. I think it'd be really cool to put some candy canes in. So let's do a candy cane on this side. I always like to start right at the top of our candy cane just to know how high I want to go up. But I start on the inside, I curve around, and then the top's always round, and I just come back down to the ground. And then on the inside, we're going to just try to follow that same shape best we can and just take your time and have fun with it. So from here, you can add in maybe another one here and another one there. I'm going to add maybe 2 more real quick, but you guys can add as many as you like or different shapes and sizes. I'm going to do that real fast and then I'll meet you guys at the end. Okay, great. So I put in 3 quick candy canes, had some fun with that. I think that's perfect for my drawing here. And then last but not least, I want to add in some like gumdrops. I think it'd be cool to add some candy to our icing border around our house. So I'm going to just do little circles and I'm going to find little areas that fit within that circle. So we have a circle shape here for a candy. Maybe I can do a little bigger one here. And I'm just going to go all the way around and just find interesting spots to put candy in. But you guys can do anything you want here. You could do the circles. You could put them in any spots that you want. You can even add squares and make your own type of candy that you like to add to your gingerbread house. So just have some fun with it and just enjoy creating your own gingerbread house. All right, guys, we did it. We finished our drawing, real quick sketch of our gingerbread house. We got a little gingerbread character. We have some candy canes. I'm not going to worry about the stripes right now on all those little details. That's the fun part for me when I get to use color. So I encourage you guys to color yours as well. That's the fun part when you really can bring your whole story to life. And so I'm going to use some markers to do that. You guys can take your time, finish up your drawings. If you need to erase, if you're using pencils, sketch some areas that you want to add. I added a couple little gumdrops at the end here in the snow. I thought that'd be a kind of nice little touch. And who knows, while I'm coloring, I could come up with maybe some other fun ideas. Well, that's the greatest part about art. When you're drawing or having fun, you can create even more things as you're doing it. So we are gonna color next. I'm gonna fast forward all that part, but you guys can enjoy watching me do it. And then I will see you guys at the very end and we'll get to talk about a little bit of that process. Hey you guys, we did it. We finished together our gingerbread house scene and I love how this came out. I love color and I really feel like it brings the whole drawing to life, so I hope you guys had fun and had a chance to color yours as well. For me, I got to do some really cool marker colors from all the different little gumdrops. I had my browns for my gingerbread house color, which kind of matches my gingerbread character. And then got to add in some candy cane colors. And then I outlined everything just with a Sharpie. So I thought that came out really cool. You guys could have done this so many different ways, and I hope you did. I hope you had a lot of fun just being creative and just enjoying the process. You guys, thank you so much for always watching my videos. I'm glad we got to end this one for a nice Christmas scene as we are ending near December. Well, you guys, that's the end of our video. Thank you so much for always watching, and thank you guys for watching the entire year. I've done quite a few videos out learning different lessons and different subjects and characters, and they were a lot of fun to do. So I just want to say personally thank you for that. I'm glad I got to do this last one to end the year off, and I'm looking forward to doing more videos like this in the new year. So stay tuned for those. And in this channel, my hopes is just to encourage you to keep drawing, make drawing fun, and just inspire your imagination. So from Brudders channel to you guys and your family, have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in 2026. See you later.